Hello. I've been meaning to make this video for a while now. I always stopped midway through because I don't have a particularly good English English pronunciation, and also I I hate my voice so much. It's unbearable for me to listen back to me saying these kind of messed up English. But today I'm feeling particularly not good, and I decided not much like fighting against this feeling, but to, I suppose, distract myself. So here we are. It's been a hard year this year for me and for a lot of my siblings. I should probably mention and that I'm non-binary, transgender, meaning I would consider myself to be femme, or demigirl, but I don't know why exactly. I haven't yet tried to do any social transitioning. I've been thinking for some time ago that maybe I was I was faking it, which no, because I know for a fact that I hate being a man, and I'm also terrible at it anyway. And I do like femininity. I just don't feel like it really engulfs me correctly. Not that it mattered because I was denied HRT, so my chosen name will be Julia, with the J on the start. And yeah, so I had this script prepared. I've had it for a while now. I think I can check how old it is. Just a second. I'm going for a straight up recording in one go. I'm not going even to edit it. I I think I don't care much anymore. Oh, I brought it back in 25th of August of this year, and I've changed it a lot of times actually. And I could read it, but every time I try, I mess up in some way. The script is about what trans people need, more or less. Which it all boils down to dignity and healthcare. And it's hard. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to instruct people, perhaps even what's the word? Illuminate them. Also, by the way, sorry for the microphone quality. I don't have a very good microphone, and I have to hold it in my hand. It's not even a microphone, it's like a webcam, a very old webcam. I don't even remember the name of it. I don't think I can check. No, I can check right now. It's a very old webcam, like from back in the 2015 something. I mean, it hasn't failed me much when it comes to audio chatting on Discord or stuff, but I know, and you can hear it, it's very bad. In fact, I will suppose it will have a lot of noise, and sometimes the audio, and I can see it on Audacity right now, it's spiking at very random points, and I can't do much about it. I mean, Audacity is probably well equipped with noise cancelling, but beyond the very basic stuff, I can't use it much professionally. So yeah, I wanted to make this video again to illuminate people, non-trans people, so meaning cis people in general, and people who conform to the typical gender expression of being either strictly masculine or strictly feminine, which is also like, you gotta say this, it's like a true messed up thing to think that gender is binary and strictly either one or the other, because every time I see like a man who does everything in his power to be even more masculine, that's like, bro, you're chasing after gender expectation, appearances, and behavior that is even more masculine than what you already are right now, meaning that you are admitting that there is a spectrum, even just in a masculine sphere. Like, if there's men who look away and men who look another way, and you are on one side of the spectrum and you want to be on the other side of the spectrum, like, that is kind of, you know, applying gender quote unquote ideology in your own machismo, you know, in your masculism. Getting back to the illuminate cis people point, I know for a fact that there's a real lot of people that are much more qualified than me. By the way, I hope you are enjoying the little montage of what's the right word? Speed paint. The little speed paint making of my Sona. But yeah, not one. No, oof. It's hard to say something on the spot because I have the script open in front of me and I just cannot read it. I can't. And there's like nothing special about it. It's just thoughts I had in all of the times I opened it and edited it. Like there's some points that are true always, but that have been probably already been told a lot of times, like the fact that people should really stop using us as political discourse. Like, we're not a debatable thing. We kind of just fucking exist. That's it. And we are not harming anybody. And our depression, our incidence of suicide is entirely to be found in how we're treated, because gender euphoria is a thing. Gender affirming care, when applied, when we are treated with dignity. I read it just today that today I read another thing, but I remember that there was a percentage of around 90% of trans affirming care, like from just HRT to full on surgery stuff. More than 90% of people who went through any form of medical treatment of affirming, gender affirming care, they're fucking happy. They're happy. More than 90%, maybe 92, 98. And like whatever remains are people who either weren't transgender or that didn't understand fully who they were, but and I'm sad for them. But like, do you understand what it means to have such a high percentage of happiness, of like being happy about a treatment you received in healthcare? It's like it's like most surgeries, most medical treatment either makes you lukewarmly positive from it because they heal you, but I mean, if you went through some, I don't know, surgery, I'm just yapping what I'm talking about. The point is, people are fucking happy with it, alright? And it's no surprise because people are miserable. Trans people that are not allowed to follow what they want in medical and healthcare in general are miserable. So it just comes to show that if they're happy afterwards with such a high percentage, it means that not just trans gender affirming healthcare is what it says on the tin, but it's also like suicide prevention. And well, also like not being surrounded by lies and being treated like actual monsters and criminals, treated like literal demons, while the actual demons, if you allow me this description of some politicians, oligarchs, and extremely powerful people, not only rule us, but they decide for us freely, like it's nothing. Look, if you're right wing and you're watching this, you're not right wing. You're not right wing if you're watching this, obviously. But let's assume that some right winged person got to this point and has been actually listening to me. I just wanted to tell you that you've been lied to. Oh, so awfully lied to. Trans people are the second smallest minority in the entire world, because it's literally just 4% of the entire population. And like, maybe there are smaller minorities. I'm not saying that they are the only small minorities, but there are also we are the smallest minority that also have absolutely no say in what happens to us, no representation, or almost no representation in political institutions. We are treated like debatable, like it's a choice for us. I fucking wish it was a choice for me, you know? But it's not. I am what I am. And as me, all of my siblings. And we're not like some weird monsters that will steal your kids. We do not fucking care about your kids, honestly. I couldn't care less. The only thing I care about of other people's kids is that I hope they will not grow to hate us because their parents are fucking bigots. And the actually smaller minority in this world, like, and this is not going to be whiplash for any of you, but the actually smallest is also the most powerful, and they're very fucking good at hiding themselves behind propaganda and brainwashing of the populace. Like, I cannot. I'm not American. You might have guessed already. I'm not American, but America has this positive negative of being very easily noticeable when something happens in there, and like there's so much news coming from America, and it's very easy to see how Trump supporters are so fucking blinded by himself, Trump, and his toe suckers, to say it with an euphemism, that are actually like very evil people, like textbook historical example of evil people, but they have been lying to Republican citizens so deeply that it's like it's I don't even know how to say it. Like, you've been told lies so blatant that now I think that you already know that they're just lying to you at this point if you're Republican. But you've just resigned yourself, I suppose. It's over. Whether you like it or not. I don't like it. No person with a I don't want to say things like with a functioning brain or something like that, because it always sounds awful one way or another. But the point is, I don't think Republican citizens are happy about what is happening in America. But it's like with anti-vaxxers, you know, the ones that have been defending those awful people back in the UK, I remember. After that scandalous research paper that actually amounted to nothing, and it ended up being like all a ruse, all a fucking sham, because someone else wanted to sell more of their own vaccines. And now all of these people who used to support those fake doctors, that single specific fake doctor, now they're just, you know, they don't want to admit to themselves and to others that they were wrong, because the proofs are blatant, they're evident. They just don't want to admit it to it. And I think Republicans that somehow still are supporting Trump, or in my country, people who are still supporting the government in my country, I don't think they actually believe in what's in their leaders. And if they do, it's because they're not actually reading the writing on the walls. That's it. They're covering their ears, closing their eyes, and shouting la 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 la. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to see anything, because you're either completely blind and deaf, and in that case, I cannot blame you. I don't know how you voted at all, because usually people like you, if you're actually deaf and blind, are sadly, because we live in an able-bodied, ableist society, but you know, usually they're not even allowed to, you know, exist at all in any institutional situation. So voting, I believe it's not even like, it's not like it's illegal or something, but it's pretty much not done. There's no study to make people that are blind and deaf to vote at all. And yeah. And oh yeah, I just read the word fascism in the script. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that, but I don't have the strength to do it. Like, honestly, I'm just trying to finish something here, Again, I'm not even going to edit it. I'm not going to do anything about the audio. Probably not even, cropping the moments of silence. I don't. It's not that I don't care. I'm just doing it because I feel like I have to do it at some point. I have to do it, and today and the past months have been very, very hard, and I'm just tired. That's it. I'm tired. And I think a lot of my siblings and allies and queer people in general are exhausted beyond belief. And look, it's it was the plan. It was their plan. The fascist plan to demoralize us, to completely exhaust us and makes us feel powerless. And I don't want to admit defeat, but me personally, I'm defeated. I'm holding on by a thread, honestly. I'm very, very tired. But I keep holding on. Even if it's a very, very thin thread. Because I have a few people that care about me, and I don't want to make them feel bad about anything that could happen to me. So I try to stay safe and, well, very much closeted. I mean, it's not like it would change much if I came out. I probably ruin my parents' work life. Yeah. And also, well, there's also a person who genuinely loves me, and I love her too, a lot. But not like I'm putting all of my existence on her as a burden. She's an anchor to me, though, and I cannot really run around it much. Without her, probably I wouldn't be here to begin with. And I also am holding on because of the siblings who couldn't make it, either because they were forcibly removed or that couldn't resist that temptation of escaping in that way. I don't even have the strength to say it. I said it before in this video recording, whatever you want to call it, the S word, but when I think about these poor innocent people who were pushed into such a miserable existence that they could only view that kind of escape as the only way of stopping their suffering, I feel like I cannot just give up, you know? Not entirely, at least. I gave up on my country. I gave up entirely on America, of course. When I was younger, I even liked America in general, but you know, then you study history and you see that USA is not that land of the freedom. And it hasn't been ever. But that aside, I gave up on a lot of things and a lot of people. I have no faith at all, and I mean both in people and in religion. I have been very much completely certain that either God never existed to begin with, or if it did, if any God existed at all, we've killed him already. Like, we've really killed him. Not like Nietzsche, like, God is dead and we killed him. Not like literally. If he existed, we have already killed, tortured every single memory of him. And now what remains, it's a rotting corpse that is being used to inflict as much harm as possible in the name of righteousness. Which is absolutely baffling. I hate the state of the world right now. The state of the world right now is really unbearable. It's unfair. It's unfair. It's completely, utterly unfair. I and all of my siblings deserved much better than this. Deserve right now, and will deserve much better than any of this. We're not monsters. We just want some fucking dignity, you know? That's it. We want to be us. Sorry. Well, I hope I didn't ruin your day. I honestly wanted to do more with this video, but I just can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't. Maybe I'll just post the full script of what I wanted to say. Somewhere, I don't know, maybe in a Google Doc or something. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little speed paint, at least. It took me a lot of time to make it, and a lot of different days, because sometimes I opened the file and I went like straight down the road. It was working like a fucking ass, like, no, you know, the donkey animal. And then other day I was barely making a single thing and then closing the project immediately. But yeah, have a nice day.